Imagine a temple where devotees donate tons of gold, a shrine where kings, emperors, movie stars, and billionaires bow their heads, a sacred place visited by more than 50 million people every year, and a deity believed to be richer than any kingdom on earth. High above the hills of Andhra Pradesh stands the legendary temple of Lord Venkateswara, popularly known as Balaji, Govinda, or the world's richest god. But this is not just a story about wealth. This is a story of faith, a story of mystery, a story carved into ancient stone, hidden deep within the 7 sacred hills of Tirumala. For more than 1,000 years, pilgrims have climbed these hills barefoot, chanting Govinda, Govinda, believing that one glimpse of the deity can wash away lifetimes of sins. But how did this temple become so powerful? Why do devotees donate unimaginable fortunes here? And what mysteries still surround the idol of Lord Balaji? Today, we uncover the complete history of the Tirupati temple. The story begins in the lush hills of southern India. According to Hindu tradition, the 7 hills of Tirumala represent the 7 heads of Adishesha, the divine serpent upon whom Lord Vishnu rests. Ancient scriptures describe these hills as Kali Yuga Vaikuntha, the heavenly home of Vishnu on earth during the age of Kali Yuga. Long before grand temples existed here, sages and hermits are believed to have meditated in these forests. Legends say that Lord Vishnu descended to earth in the form of Venkateswara to save humanity from suffering and chaos. One popular story tells of a divine conflict between goddess Lakshmi and Lord Vishnu. After a disagreement, Vishnu left Vaikuntha and came to earth, meditating in the forests of Tirumala. It was here that he later married Princess Padmavati. According to mythology, Lord Vishnu borrowed enormous wealth from Kubera, the god of riches, to finance the celestial wedding. And devotees believe that even today, the donations made to Tirupati help repay that divine debt. That belief became one of the greatest spiritual traditions in history. The exact origins of the temple remain mysterious. Some historians believe the shrine existed over 1,500 years ago. Ancient Tamil scriptures known as the Sangam literature mention Tirupati as an important spiritual center as early as the early centuries CE. But the temple truly rose to prominence during the rule of the Pallavas and Cholas. The Chola kings, famous for their magnificent temples, donated gold, land, and jewels to Tirumala. Over centuries, different dynasties expanded the temple complex. Massive gateways, sacred water tanks, stone mandapams, and gigantic walls were added slowly across generations. The temple became not only a spiritual center but also an economic powerhouse. Merchants, rulers, and pilgrims donated wealth continuously, believing Lord Venkateswara fulfilled wishes and protected kingdoms. And then came the empire that transformed Tirupati forever. In the 14th century, South India witnessed the rise of the mighty Vijayanagara Empire. Its rulers were devoted followers of Lord Venkateswara. Among them, one king stands above all, Emperor Krishnadevara. The emperor visited Tirupati many times during his reign. Historical inscriptions still record his donations: gold crowns, diamonds, jewelry, land grants, and enormous amounts of wealth. Krishnadevara believed Lord Balaji was the protector of his empire. Even today, statues of the emperor and his queens stand inside the temple complex. Under Vijayanagara patronage, Tirupati became one of the richest religious institutions in India. Magnificent architecture flourished: towering gopurams, intricate carvings, huge pillared halls, and elaborate rituals performed daily. The temple treasury grew enormously, but while kingdoms rose and fell, Tirupati survived invasions, wars, and political chaos. The spiritual influence only became stronger. The idol of Lord Venkateswara is one of the most mysterious religious icons in India. The black stone deity stands nearly 8 feet tall inside the sanctum. Devotees believe the idol is not man-made but self-manifested, appearing miraculously on its own. Many mysteries surround the deity. Priests say the idol maintains a natural temperature despite the cold surroundings. Some devotees believe the idol sweats continuously, and priests regularly wipe moisture from its surface. Another famous mystery involves the hair of the deity. The hair appears silky, smooth, and perfectly preserved. Legend says a celestial princess donated her hair to Lord Vishnu after an accident injured him. This story inspired one of Tirupati's most famous traditions, tonsuring. Every day, thousands of devotees shave their heads at Tirumala, offering their hair as a symbol of surrender and devotion. The temple later auctions this hair globally, generating enormous revenue. Another strange belief says that if you place your ear close to the idol, you can hear the sound of the ocean, reminding devotees that Vishnu came from the cosmic ocean. Whether myth or miracle, these stories deepen the spiritual aura of Tirupati. Why is Tirupati called the home of the world's richest god? Because the wealth flowing into this temple is almost unimaginable. Every single day, devotees donate gold, cash, jewelry, property, stocks, and even precious diamonds. The temple's hundi, the donation box, receives crores of rupees daily. Some devotees donate after wishes are fulfilled. A successful business, recovery from illness, marriage, children, or financial prosperity. The temple also owns vast assets, gold reserves, land holdings, banks deposits, and priceless jewelry accumulated over centuries. Many crowns and ornaments gifted to the deity are made from pure gold and diamonds. Tirupati's annual wealth is so enormous that it rivals major corporations and royal treasuries. Yet for devotees, this wealth does not belong to humans. It belongs entirely to Lord Venkateswara. And that belief keeps millions coming every year. The temple never truly sleeps. Before dawn, priests awaken the deity through sacred rituals called suprabhatam. Thousands wait for hours, sometimes even days, for darshan. The atmosphere is electric. Temple bells echo through the hills. Priests chant Vedic hymns. Devotees cry with emotion. And endless chants of Govinda, Govinda, fill the air. One of the temple's most famous offerings is the Tirupati laddu. This sacred sweet became so iconic that it even received geographical indication status. Millions of laddus are prepared using traditional methods inside the temple kitchens. Managing Tirupati is like managing a giant city. The Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam's organization oversees pilgrim accommodation, security, food distribution, hospitals, educational institutions, and massive charity programs. Every day, free meals are served to thousands of devotees. Faith and administration work together on a gigantic scale. Despite political upheavals, the temple endured centuries of uncertainty. During medieval invasions, many South Indian temples faced destruction and looting. But Tirupati survived largely intact due to its hilltop location and strong regional support. Later, during British colonial rule, the temple administration gradually shifted under government supervision. Eventually, modern systems were introduced to manage the overwhelming number of pilgrims. Today, Tirupati is among the most visited religious places in the world. Advanced security systems, digital ticketing, massive crowd management, and modern infrastructure now operate alongside ancient traditions. Yet the spiritual atmosphere remains unchanged. Even in the age of technology, millions still climb the sacred hills barefoot in devotion. For believers, Tirupati is not merely a temple. It is hope, a place where the poor and rich stand in the same line, where kings and laborers bow before the same deity, where faith becomes stronger than wealth itself. Many devotees describe an overwhelming emotional experience after seeing Lord Balaji. Some cry, some remain silent, some return every year for the rest of their lives. The temple's true power may not lie in its gold or treasures, but in the faith of millions who believe that somewhere inside those sacred hills, the Lord himself listens to their prayers. From ancient legends and powerful empires, to hidden mysteries and unimaginable wealth, the story of Tirupati is unlike anything else on earth. A temple older than kingdoms, a deity worshipped by millions, and a spiritual force that continues to shape Indian civilization even today. This is not just the story of the world's richest god. This is the story of faith itself.